You may not know this, but actor-singer Justin Timberlake dropped a new album this year. That album called Everything I Thought It Was. And I really have to give it to Justin Timberlake because I believe he might just have the most satanic, evil, disturbing, and weird music video there is when it comes to actual pop music. Perhaps even more so than Doja Cat, when she went looking like this to looking like this. Now, I will say when it comes to this channel, I'm not interested in celebrities. I have made videos on P. Diddy, but that was more on a Jeffrey type of level. The last time I've actually made a video on a celebrity was Doja Cat, when she was pushing all this demonic imagery. That is mainly because we know who these celebrities are, who they work for. They push the agendas for the so-called powers that be, for these demons that actually run Hollywood, and they are rewarded with these little trinkets and gifts and their fame. The only reason why I'm even talking about this video in the first place, outside of the strong demonic satanic imagery, is because I just finished a video talking about Nephilim, how news and media are letting us know about a condition called demon face syndrome out of nowhere in 2024 when it was first reported back in 2020. And how news and media are talking about how scientists all of a sudden are baffled about giants, finding giants and giant skeletons and other artifacts inside a cave. Now we have Justin Timberlake pushing this even further with his new music video, and you're gonna have a lot of eyes on this music video because the last time Justin Timberlake made an album was 2018. So of course there are gonna be a lot of people, a lot of fans who are into pop music that will check out his newest and hottest videos. But I'm gonna show you what they're promoting, what they're pushing out, and how this all falls in line with that continuous talk of demons, Nephilim. Now, there can be a lot said about this music video. There can be a lot of different theories. Another theory is that this is what one must do to make it big in Hollywood, to make it big in the music world. But I want to focus mainly on the demonic fallen angel Nephilim aspect. Now, you know this music video is going to be very bad when it comes to the imagery, when one of the very first scenes is him pulling up to a mansion that has practically 3 phallus symbols in front of the mansion. I am going to roll the dice and say that this is a nod to Osiris, Osiris's shaft, his ding-dong pretty much. In other words, obelisk, the same obelisk that medical science is stating is all up in the human gut. They are saying is a very common microbe in the same shape of an obelisk inside the human gut, which they just found in 2024. The same year they are letting us know that demon face syndrome exists. Now, I did state that this video was more on the focus of Nephilim and fallen angels, but this shape also drew my attention to another story. Another story where people were saying was nothing more than a ritual. That story about 3 friends, 3 men who were Kansas City Chiefs fans that were found passed away in their friend's backyard. A very unusual story. You can also see the phallus symbol on the front of that house as well. Now, I'm not going to go too far into that. I'm not going to go that far into reaching, but it's just an odd coincidence that I noticed. But as he's walking through the mansion, it's all red. It's filled with nothing but lust and sexuality. As the video is playing out, he stops, he turns around, and he notices this woman right here. But if you look at the background, it looks like some kind of church. So I wouldn't doubt if this was some kind of satanic temple, satanic church, something along those lines. And you will see why as this video plays out. Once he notices her, she notices him. And she starts to tempt him. She starts to seduce him. And then that's when he starts to go over to her direction. As he's going over to her, he starts to say, "It's your world, don't stop. Go ahead and tuck your wings away." So clearly he's talking directly to her as he's entranced by her as he makes his way over to her. This scene, he's looking directly at her. Her dancing becomes more provocative, more sexual. She's encased with light like an angel, but she's dressed in all black. This is a fallen angel. As he makes his way over to her, he keeps saying there ain't no angels here. Just looking at this woman's face, this woman has a very demonic look to her face. I'm not sure if she actually looks this way or they made her up to look more this way with the dark makeup, but she does give off this very dark vibe. And it could be also the clothing she's wearing as well. Once he goes to her, they start dancing very sexually. He's given in fully to this fallen angel's temptation, the seduction. Now, there's a very odd scene here with this man in dark clothing, dark sunglasses. He speaks to Justin Timberlake from above. Justin Timberlake is seen looking up, and all his attention is on this man. One would think that this was Lucifer or Satan, but I do believe this is their depiction of God in this music video, because he has Justin Timberlake's attention. But then the man disappears, and you see this fallen angel grab Justin Timberlake's face, and all his attention goes back to this fallen angel. This is to show just how powerful their temptation is. You see him multiple times try to pull away from this fallen angel, but she forcefully grabs his face and forcefully grabs his attention multiple times. After she licked his face, after she had her fun, there is no escaping. The other demons have now come to play. Again, she forcefully grabs his attention once he finally realizes what's going on here. She grabs his face, she scratches his face, and she says, "Got fun on my mind, and I've chosen you." Her voice, listening to her voice, is demonic. She sounds demonic. She does not sound like a human woman. You can see him wanting to leave. He's scared because he realizes once again what he's involved with here. And then the next scene plays out where they start to change. They start to change their form. They start to appear now more demonic, what they really are. Look at the demons surrounding this man. This man sees nothing but demons. Again, this is all falling into demon face syndrome. And if you believe that this music video was a nod to demon face syndrome, then you are sorely wrong. This music video had to be planned for months. They didn't just automatically pop up with this video. This video was planned for months. So this video came out and was being worked on before demon face syndrome was a thing in news and media. They are keeping the talks of demon face syndrome alive now through pop music, because they are trying to get us ready. They are conditioning us to seeing these demons, these entities, these fallen ones. And they're just going to say, well, you just suffer with a condition. You are mentally unwell. You are sick. You are a schizophrenic. You suffer with demon face syndrome. Your mind's playing tricks on you. Ever since you've read these articles on demon face syndrome, now your mind believes you're actually seeing demons. It's all a trick. As he keeps spinning in circles, you can see the frightened look on his face, and all he sees again are demons. There it is. There's his seducer. There's the entity in its true form, the wings, the demonic face. This is a fallen angel. It has seduced a human. This is the story of the Nephilim. Now, I'm not going to keep playing scenes from this video as there's not much more left to this video. The other scenes are just him being surrounded by these demons. He's scared. There's blood everywhere. It looks like a sacrifice. They're just all over Justin Timberlake. But this fallen angel at the end shoots out this black ooze all over Justin Timberlake. Now, there's a theory about black ooze, which we can get into in another video, black goo. But what do women do when they're pregnant? They vomit. So it's pretty much this music video is telling us that this fallen angel is birthing a Nephilim. Now, I don't know how fallen angels give birth. I don't have a PhD in fallen angelology, but this fallen angel throwing up this black goo is pretty much a symbol to, like I said, a woman throwing up because she's pregnant, because there's a creation here. This, once again, is a nod to the story of the Nephilim. Now, you can look at this music video and come up with your own theory as to what is taking place here, why there's so much dark and demonic imagery. Now, my wife states that because his career is not so hot and his last album flopped, this is him selling his soul to the devil. Now, that is a really good theory, but I would think that Justin Timberlake sold his soul quite a while ago. He is a millionaire, he's famous, he has all these fans. And to make it this far in Hollywood, you would have to sell your soul sometime prior. But to me, once again, this is media pushing out demons, Nephilim. But I do want to hear from you. I do want to hear your theories. What is taking place in this music video? But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help this channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.